Okay, so now we have the dubstep part. Now here's the song so far. What I want to do is I want to loop this. Basically, I hit alternate to click the right side, and control to click the left side. Okay, and I want this to be raised up. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other ones. Oh yeah, also loop it, hit the loop button, which is this circle-y thing here. Cool. Now we go to the instrument, turn all 3 oscillators on. I'll bring this down to -12. Bring this up to 12. Okay. And scream and daft are both good. You can use whatever you want. Scream and daft are the most popular for dubstep. I don't want this to peak either, so I'll bring that down a little bit. Put this on here. This is a low frequency oscillator. Basically, it just goes up and down, so it changes the cutoff. It's kind of the same thing as doing this. Okay. But it does it automatically. I usually choose 1 scream and 1 daft, so I can have a balance between the 2. Now I hit sync. I want these to be at quarter notes. Do it with both of the filters. And then I want it to sound really big, so dimension expander is kind of like a corner or chorus effect. This is fun. Ring modulators, I probably shouldn't even go into this. Just play around with it and choose what you like. You can change the oscillators. I'll leave that off for now. Sample and hold is a good one. Resonance, change the resonance. The filter is usually like a cutoff filter will have one end goes down. This is kind of complicated, but instead of going like that, it'll go like that. I don't know, you can look it up. So usually stick this high, make it sound nice. Cool, and that's basically it. Then I just do the same thing with these two in this situation. I set the controllers to here and here. Turn this down. I set the controller all the way here. I just click on it too and drag upwards, and that way when I turn this, it will change it. I'll do the same way here, and so. And I set this one twice as fast as the other one. And with that, I can use the controller that I have to control the dubstep sounds. These, just click quick controls, go to macro, choose macro 1, choose macro 2. And when you look at it here, I can turn these. And yeah, you can play around with that. Cool, I just copy that twice. Now I'm just going to copy this down to the sub bass right here. Check out the sub bass. Go to MIDI transpose, and you can bring them to the right octave. You generally want it to be in the right octave. You don't want it to be too high or too low. And some of these notes are too high. I think everything, I want to try to keep everything in the sub bass in the same octave. So let's bring this down here. Alright, and let's see what it sounds like. really loud, so I'm going to throw it to a compressor. Cool. Okay, then you have like a break here. So I'm just going to write something random. I'm going to change it to G minor. That's the middle part, and I'm just gonna Control A, Control Q, check this, make sure everything is nice and neat. All right. Yeah. Okay. So. Alright. And, yeah, there we go. So, everything's all neat and stuff, so this is what it sounds like. That's just, like, the bases. So, I'm gonna copy this over and paste it again. The second one's gonna be more intense. I'm gonna add the sub bass to it as well. And bring the sub bass down. All these down one octave. That's messed up. I didn't fix that. Okay. Sometimes you don't see things and you hear them when you play it. Okay. And so yeah, and then after that we want the theme again. So throw in the theme. Awesome, it's still recording. Okay, and you throw in the theme and just copy this again. Throw it in. I understand but dubstep's almost all repetition. Simple, easy there. Then we're gonna have an outro. We'll just throw this as an outro. And you can make it more varied up if you really want to. Cool. And that's almost the entire song. It's almost the entire dubstep song done in 20 minutes. 20-minute dubstep song. But we need melodies and some high blingy stuff. So okay. Okay, so blinky stuff. Again, I told you I'm not going to make, well, I guess I can make some sounds here. Basically, you have some cool sine waves, some sol waves, throw in some etherizer. Bring this up 12. And yeah, just record over this part. Here's the intro, we'll record over it. Now, it's pretty cool sounding. Let's make sure this is all correctified. Again, I'm using headphones right now, so I'm having a hard time leveling everything, but this should sound correct when I listen to it on the speakers. Okay, now I want some like bleepy sounds, and this is a pretty cool sound. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record just a few chords here and there. I'll just I'll add delay. Repeat that twice. Let's make this all nice in eighth notes. It doesn't have to be correct because it's kind of like all stylish and whatnot, and so a little bit off from being perfectly aligned actually gives it some character. Okay, and I definitely want this to be an all so it matches the sound of the other one, so I'm going to bring the finesse up so I can level this up, and yeah, hold on. Okay, now that's all done, and for this I want delay. So here we go, we get some delay, and let's do is eighth notes, throw on some of that, yeah, turn off the filters. Keep that about right there, and that's about it. And basically, I want to automate this. I want it to start out not on, and then when it comes to this part, I want to turn it on. So I just hit the right button to write the automation, and then when it gets to the right part, I click bypass effects. Or I'll unclick it. Turn the feedback a little bit. I don't want to write all the changes. I want to stay the same. So I turn the right automation off, turn on the feedback, adjust all this stuff. Fix things here and there.